got me feeling like maybe it's just a game you play.
I just wanted to, I see a lot of jerseys out there and they kind of look the same. But
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Luka Doncic.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. We've got Jonas Valanciunas, Devontae Graham out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And for the Mavericks, they've got Tim Hardaway. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Brunson in at the 2-guard spot. The shot's good by McCollum. And here's Doncic. He played a great game against New Orleans. Left side, Finney-Smith to the paint. Here's Marjanovic. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's Murphy. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
Hardaway finds Doncic. From outside the arc. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Graham. The 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Down low, Marjanovic. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning. Guys, a player like Luka Doncic is going to capture the imagination of NBA fans. His creativity, his flair for the dramatic, his passing, his shot-making. I can't keep my eyes off Luka Doncic.
Now here's Ingram. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Just 3 to shoot, and he starts out with a miss in this one. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Back to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. No good with the triple. And they called him the Wonder Boy in Europe doors. Luka Doncic is a magician with the ball in his hands.
And he just loves to play the game, and that started at a very young age. Like so many other prodigies, his talent can take your breath away.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Fires in the triple.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Outside Graham. Pass to Ingram. Puts it up from 12. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws.
That's his first.
I tell you, on the low block, Valanciunas has shown that he can be a skilled offensive player, and the defense has got to pay attention to him. What a tremendous job playing through contact.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Dinwiddie in for Finney-Smith. And a change for the Pelicans. Nance is checked in.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's Hardaway. His last outing, he had 24 points. The 3, and the Mavericks, another 3.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Dinwiddie against Nance. Ingram up top. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. They get it back. And he comes up with a bucket.
And he's just beating them to the punch on the boards right now. I mean, he's making a real big statement.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
Here's Powell. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. From deep, here's Doncic. Counted from distance. Doncic has got 9 points.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
And it's McCollum penetrating. Ooh, rejected by Doncic. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Chris, he's checked in for the Mavericks. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Gets the three ball to go. He's got 12.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
New Orleans calls timeout. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And there's the drive. Can't hit that one. Good D by Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone an impressive 8 of 9. From deep, here's Doncic. It's Hayes with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Jones. There's 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. Nance. And again, New Orleans, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his third assist of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And that one's long. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. And the Mavericks, another three.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Outside Jones. Up and over Doncic.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More 2K action in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
They've got Marquise Chris. He's out there with Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now the Pelicans in transition. It's tipped. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's blocked. And they're able to recover. Pass to Hayes. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
Boy, it's incredible to think that at just the age of 21, Luka Doncic entered as the odds-on favorite to win league MVP. He didn't win it that year, but if you ask me, it's a matter of when, not if.
On target from range.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
New Orleans calls timeout. And another superstar season for Luka Doncic in year 3. but his numbers not dramatically improved on his second season. You think he's topping out?
At age 22? I don't think so. We saw his three-point percentage, for one thing, jump up significantly. So barring injury, almost scary to think how good this guy can be.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. Now here's Dinwiddie. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Kleber passes to Dinwiddie. Over McCollum. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket in this one.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And he drains the quick shot.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside Finney-Smith. Kleber left side. Dinwiddie outside for three. Another three for Dallas.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Graham. Counted. His third and 5 attempts.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Kleber. And it's the Pelicans on the break. And here's Ingram from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. Ingram's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Brunson. Pass to Kleber. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. McCollum against Dinwiddie. Right side Brunson. From behind the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Ingram, the pass to Valanciunas. McCollum with it. Outside Ingram. Pass to Graham. 3-pointer. And another 3 for New Orleans.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Timeout called. The Mavericks. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Marjanovic. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. Pure from three-point range. Brunson's got 9.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Pass to Ingram. Graham for 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one. Dinwiddie against McCollum. Outside Finney-Smith. Over Ingram. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's McCollum. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Brunson passes to Dinwiddie. To the inside. From downtown. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Brunson against Graham. Back to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie outside. Up and over McCollum. And so it's Dallas now holding it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, best. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and... Thanks for joining us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So for New Orleans right now, C.J. McCollum is out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Now here's Doncic. No good from outside. Now the Pelicans in transition. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good from Graham in deep. Graham's got 15.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Hits the three-pointer. Doncic has got 21.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Here's McCollum outside Ingram. Oh, there's the alley, and stolen by Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Over McCollum. The Mavericks making a switch here. Chris has checked in. New Orleans has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Graham goes in. The shot no good. Good D by Finney-Smith.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Fires the three. Another three for Dallas.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrated.
Now here's Ingram. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Count that one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Doncic grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
From the arc. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. You just wish he could perform at that level every night.
Now here's Doncic. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Graham. He's got 15. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And it's Dinwiddie in for Brunson. It's tipped. And he recovers it with the fadeaway. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
Outside Jones. To end the run. Mavericks with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
The Mavericks have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Chris. That one no good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Assisted by.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to Hardaway. Now here's Powell. Fires for 3. Hardaway, no good. Outside Jones. And here's Hayes. Guarded by Doncic. Powell pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Nance. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Up and over Hardaway. Hernan Gomez, no good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. From deep, here's Doncic. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Jones. That shot is off. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Mavericks ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Green. Reggie Bullock is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Lewis can't get it to go.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Bullock. Kleber outside. Here's Ntilikina, down to 5 on the shot clock. Green finds Bertans. Here's Ntilikina. Another 3 for Dallas.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Lewis can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Lets the 3 fly. Ntilikina misses. New Orleans has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Down low. Hernan Gomez. Goes up again. Pass to Lewis. Puts up a 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Outside, Green. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Bertans. To the middle. Here's Green. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside for Green. Up and over McCollum. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Lewis. Green covering. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lewis tipped, and they recover it. Here's Snell. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Count it. Good.
Well, the thing you take away, I think, from his play, Willie with excellent hands, catching off the screen and roll.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Bertans. And he sinks the 11-footer.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Marshall. Here's Lewis. Pass to Marshall. To the paint. Here's McCollum. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pelicans shooting around 35% for the game. Pass to Marshall. McCollum against Green. McCollum into the lane. And McCollum slams it in.
Man, an unpredictable defensive assignment in the half court. McCollum can score from pretty much anywhere.
Kleba outside. The three ball hits the trifecta.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's the rejection. Green for three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. New Orleans making some changes. Hayes is checked in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Jones in for McCollum. Here's Lewis. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Jones. Back to Hayes. Here's Lewis. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Mavericks have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Mavericks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Kleba. And finished off by Kleba.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now Hayes. Jones up top. Here's Snell. Can't get it to fall. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill.
Like in real life with clients, I pretty much always want to make it cater to them. I want it to be different. I want it to be unique. And really, I like kind of look up the background of what the name is and go from there.
What about these jerseys stood out to you? I mean, I looked at them and I was like, I gotta book a vacation or something, because these jerseys are like super relaxing and they're also very cool in terms of like the theme and design on them. How did you get inspired to
A stunning view of the moon. Before we get...
Thank you very much.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Dallas, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, Memphis, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
You know, right now, Dallas, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
Yeah, and you can tell they enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry amongst this group, and they've been having fun as they've gotten off to this good start.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brooks. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Now, here's Doncic following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Here's Conchar. Brunson covering. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Conchar. Brunson covering. Shot from 12. Conchar can't get it to go. So for Dallas, their last game a win against New Orleans. And as you can see, he still wears Hardaway Jr. on the back of his jersey, Clark, showing respect for the path his father led.
And Kevin, how cool is that? You know, his dad, Tim Hardaway Sr., was an all-star point guard. And even if Junior never makes an all-star game, he certainly is making his father proud. That's a real cool story, the Hardaway.
Jones drives in. Here's Conchar. They get it back. The layup off target.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And here's Doncic from the arc. He can't get that one. And Memphis the other way now. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
That's always valuable. Not just a win, but seeding advantages down the line. I'm looking forward to this.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Jaren Jackson. Count that one. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Now, here's Doncic following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Passes to Hardaway. There's the 3. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Marjanovic against Jones. The pass to Conchar. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Melton's shot is good. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-4 run. Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. Now, here's Kleber. Dallas moving the ball around. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 10.
Oh, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Here's Brooks. They get the rebound. Pass to Melton. Goes up again. That one a little long.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. From past the arc, another three for Dallas.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Clark. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 14. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Dinwiddie kicks to Kleba. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wound up there for Clark. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Dinwiddie finds Kleba. Here's Doncic. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Brooks with it. Over Kleba. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-side. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Dwight Powell is out there with Chris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here is Brooks. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Brooks kicks to Anderson. Not going to go that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Doncic passes to Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Brooks. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And here is Doncic. Passes it to Chris. Back to Doncic. Dinwiddie left side. The Mavericks rebound. Doncic kicks the Powell. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Mavericks #1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Anderson. Konchar's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Chris kicks to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Buries it from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Grizzlies have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front. you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
And Dinwiddie's very cerebral.
And you know what, Greg? I love what he said. I mean, he said, I think there's a difference between internal confidence and situational confidence. That's a beautiful, profound statement. He believes in himself regardless of his environment and attributes that belief to his upbringing and his family support.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Following the missed shot by Jaren Jackson. Finney-Smith. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Conchar, the pass to Jones. From deep. The Mavericks pull it in.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Here's Brunson. Another 3 for Dallas.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Jackson. He had 31 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Adams trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another. And it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Anderson after Luka Doncic's miss. Here's Kleba, and what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Offensive rebound. Conchar fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Jackson against Kleba. Now here's Jackson. Fires from deep. And no good that time. The shot, no good. And so it's Dallas with...
Thanks.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it?
And that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Down low. Lets it go from 11. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Now Jones. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 18 points.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
5 to shoot. Here's Jones. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Driving in, trying to get open is Marjanovic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by Marjanovic. And the Mavericks with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith before going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. And he's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Brooks. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Brooks has got his second basket of the game.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Doncic against Jones. Now here's Marjanovic. Not a lot of room. And that one's good. Doncic.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Jones looking for an opening. The dish to Jackson. Outside, Jones. To the inside. Here's Adams. Jackson trying to break free. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Jones.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. And not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
And here's Doncic from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 16 here in the second half. Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. There's the pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conchar. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Brunson. And here is Marjanovic. Hardaway for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Here's Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
For the Grizzlies.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. Dinwiddie drives in. And he makes good on the layup. Kleber's got 7.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks' game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
He hits both from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And it's Bullock missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Anderson kicks to Melton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Powell. The 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Maxi Kleber. Marquise Chris is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's Melton. Dinwiddie covering. Melton, no good. Out to the right wing. Ntilikina passes to Kleber. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bullock. From outside the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's blocked. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better, yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Ntilikina. And a miss there on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. On the wing, Melton. Pass to Clark. Back to Melton. Fires from 18. And no good. Trying to use the glass. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dinwiddie kicks to Bullock. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bullock's got 9 points in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Culver with it. Here's Melton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others. Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Davis Bertans comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Green in for Dinwiddie. Passes it to Bullock. Now Chris. Off with the layup. Culver with it, working on Green. Culver's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Green missing. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Shot by Terry, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Into the lane. Here's Chris. And that one, good.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And for Memphis, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Here's Terry. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. And here's Culver. Aldama. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against Memphis.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Ntilikina. And the pass to Bertans. Over Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up, and the first one drops.
At the line for Dallas, Davis Bertans.
Second free throw, no good. Now the Grizzlies with it. To the paint. Here's Williams. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Dallas ball.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Ntilikina. Terry covering. Here's Ntilikina. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing.